Here's my good friend, Michael Blowen, Old Friends Farm. So happy to be back here.
We're better together.
Now, Michael, for people who maybe don't know about Old Friends, because we want to raise money too.
Right.
Tell us, in a short way, what this place is all about and how magical it is.
Well, we retired Old Thoroughbred horses, and I used to cover the movies for the Boston Globe, and I didn't get that excited about the movie stars, but now I have all these other great stars here, and it's unbelievable. We have Silver Charm here. We have all these great stakes winners. We have more stakes winners than any farm in the history of horse racing. We have 3 Belmont winners here. Nobody likes them because Birdstone and Sarava and Touch Gold ruined the Triple Crown hopes of the other 3, so they get a little upset once in a while, but we really like them, and it's just a lot of fun, and we really enjoy having all these great horses here, including this one.
Who's the big? This is the real star.
This is the real star. This is Little Silver Charm. I named him Little Silver Charm because Silver Charm's my favorite horse of all time.
I knew that.
And I never set eyes on Silver Charm until he came back from Japan and retired at Old Friends, and he's my buddy. He comes in the house. I got pictures of him watching the Derby.
Do you?
Yes, I got pictures of him watching Downton Abbey. He loves ginger snaps, but they have to come from Whole Foods because they have to have real ginger. He won't eat the ones from Save-A-Lot.
And he was headed to the kill pen, right?
Yeah, he and 2 ducks and a goat. I got him for $40. But that was in 1999, which we were all younger then, right, buddy?
And isn't his girlfriend Zenyatta?
Yes, it is. He has some centerfolds that he cut out of Blood Horse. And Zenyatta's in his run-in shed. I know he's laminated. I don't know how he got it laminated, but that's his girlfriend. And his mom. And he said to me one day, I said, this is hopeless. Why don't you try another route? And he goes, it's not hopeless. I said, why not? He goes, because Ava Gardner married Mickey Rooney, and he thought if Ava Gardner could marry
And he can marry
Zenyatta. Yeah. So all dreams stay alive, even when they're an old, tiny little horse.
Now, Michael, I see the connection you have with these horses. I mean, they're like your kids. I mean, you've got this bond with each one of them. It's got to be tough when you lose, the great one, Warren Blum, and so many that you've had here. Because I know the bond you have.
It's really hard. It really is. People think, well, you must get used to it because so many of them. That's what we do here. I mean, it's an old folks' home and old racehorses, and we know that their time's limited, but each one of them is difficult, and I've never figured out a way to do it. I always look for a quote that would kind of sum it all up. And actually, I went to Socrates and Plato and Descartes and all these great philosophers looking for one quote that would kind of sum up what it is to deal with the loss of one of these animals. And I didn't find it until I found Dr. Seuss.
Which one?
And Dr. Seuss said, don't mourn what you lost. Be happy that they were here in the first place. So that's what I like to think. Right, buddy? And he says, yeah, I'm going to outlive you. You are. I know you are.
Now, I know that's really expensive to own horses. So, how much does it cost, let's say a month, for people when they donate, they know that, how much it is to run this amazing farm?
It's a lot. But the great thing is we can do it. We can give them the greatest health care ever. Root and Riddle helps us. Kesmark helps us. Everybody helps us. So they get the best health care imaginable for a very low amount of money. Sally Vance comes and gets our horses all the time for free. We never pay a van bill. Dr. Waldridge he's our veterinarian, and he's never sent us a bill. I mean, it's unbelievable how this has become a microcosm for people that really adore these horses as much as I do, or probably maybe more, although that's hard to imagine. And they just adore them, and they'll do anything for them. And this is the kind of story that you need to get out in horse racing, because there's so many people in horse racing that just adore the sport and adore the animals and adore everything about it, and you hardly ever hear about them because they like to keep it quiet. And they shouldn't keep it quiet. They should brag about the fact that they come and take care of, horse like this guy, Mr. $40. I think he's in his mid-30s now.
He looks good. Now, if people want to donate, where do they go? And also, people can sponsor a horse. There's different things they can do, right, to get involved?
All kinds of. We have all kinds of ways to take your money. People can own interest in one of these horses for $100. They get a certificate and a photograph, and they get to own part of them. That's for like Silver Charm and Touch Gold and all these great horses, Alphabet Soup and the ones you've met, and that's $100 donation. $100. And then, but he's 25.
Oh.
He's $25
too.
Well, he might be, but he's doing really well at $25. He'd probably earn more than any other horse on the farm because he comes a little cheap, huh?
So they can sponsor. They can.
Yeah, they can sponsor.
Come, right? Also,
we have a new thing that we're doing. We have a cemetery down there where Charismatic is buried, and War Emblem, and Hidden Lake, and all these great horses, and Noor, and we're having a brick paveway made. And so people can sponsor, do the same thing they do really well up at the National Museum of Racing, and they can get a brick with a name on it or whatever, and that's been very successful. So we're just trying, right? And tours all the time. The thing is during COVID, we're fueled by tourists. I mean, visitors are the people that provide the gas that keep us alive, and when we couldn't have any visitors, it got very, very tough. And so now we're coming back out of it, and things are working better. There's a lot of trainers, a lot of jockeys, and a lot of owners that have been spectacular to us. Just off the top of my head, Samantha Siegel, Brad Cock made sure we got Green Mask, and Nick Zito's been great. We retired 6 of his stakes winners. I mean, and that's the story you have to get out with this, because people don't know these stories about these trainers coming on their off days. And we all know that people that work with these horses are working 7 days a week, and they're working all day long. And at the end of the day, the idea that they would come out here and visit their horses is just fabulous, because they only have a few hours a week where they don't have to work with the horses. So it's really, really nice.
So please come on and check out Old Friends. What's the website again? Friends.
oldfriendsequine.org.
Yeah, so check them out. Check them on social media and come down and take a tour and donate.